Ladies, we are here tonight on that shit. How's everybody doing tonight, ladies and gentlemen? How's everybody doing tonight on this show? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get this shit started here tonight. On a Wednesday, let's freaking go. Um, let's freaking go, man. Alright, man, so the Colts running back, Jonathan Taylor, who missed last week's game due to an ankle injury. It wasn't spotted at practice today, and he's been up and down, man. I don't know, man. Him and Jonathan Taylor and freaking Saquon Barkley. I don't know, man. They've been disappointments, right, because of the freaking injuries, man. They're so injury prone. Jesus Christ. Attorney General Office emailed reporters regarding a press conference tomorrow where Carl Ragin will make a major announcement related to the Washington Commanders. Wow. I think what they're going to say is they're officially up for sale. That's what I'm thinking. They're saying they're going to be up for sale for possibly up to $7 billion. They're saying that there's a group, I believe it's led by Amazon's Jeff Bezos. So I think there's also some people in there. I think JC, the music singer, is also in that group. So I mean, if anybody can offer it, it's freaking Jeff Bezos, right? $7 billion. So we'll see if that's the case. And that's, I mean, I feel like the Broncos getting bought out by Walton from the owner of Walmart now is really opening the door, man, for all these not only millionaires but billionaires to get in, right? Because if they let Amazon's Jeff Bezos get in, then there's a lot of rumors going around that Elon Musk wanted to buy the Texans. So if you let Jeff Bezos in, you have to let Elon Musk in eventually. So yeah, man, you gotta wonder, man. And the thing is that, for what I understand, that if these owners, these billion owners get in, they don't get as affected by the freaking salary cap as these other owners do, right? They just push it back, manipulate the cap and shit. But look at the Rams, right? Look how they spend like crazy throughout the years, and they just sort of like manipulate the salary, and every year restructure contracts, and they just manipulate the salary. Like 1 year, Patrick Mahomes, you're gonna be making freaking $15 million, but Travis Kelce, you're only gonna make $7 million this year. The following year, Travis Kelce, you make $15 million. Patrick Mahomes, you only make 10. They just do that, man. That's how you manipulate it, man. They just keep restructuring contracts. But at the end of the day, you do get paid what you were promised, which 10 years, $300 million. Some years you might get $25 million, and some years you might only get $10 million. But anyways, let's see. But yeah, more billionaires continue to get into the National Football League and the ownership. Titans are designating wide receiver Taylor Brook to return to practice from injured reserve. Colts are designating wide receiver Ashton Dolan to return from injured reserve as well. Okay, so the Colts and the Titans getting some injuries back. For the fourth time, it's looking like the Vikings would face a team to its backup quarterback. If Josh Allen is not able to play for the Bills, they will face Keenan Allen, who led the Vikings to an NFC championship games a few years ago. So Keenan Allen would be the starter. Jesus Christ, man. That's something to look at the Vikings, man. They faced potentially a backup 4 times. Jesus Christ. Sean McDermott called Josh Allen Day today and said they will see if he's able to play on Sunday. The Vikings to his elbow injury. Hopefully he's okay, man. They ranked the college teams, man. The freaking top 5: Georgia, Ohio State, TCU, Michigan, and Tennessee were the freaking top 5. All right. Just felt I put that in there with the NFL news. That's all I'm gonna say about college. Might as well just throw it in there. Let's see here. I think that's it, honestly. Yep, I think that is it for the NFL, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's go over to the National Basketball Association, where the freaking Brooklyn Nets were set to hire Ime Udoka, the former Celtics coach, as their new head coach, but they got a bunch of backlash when the woman of the Brooklyn Nets franchise, they didn't feel comfortable working with Ime Udoka. Of course, the reason he was fired or suspended was because he allegedly had multiple relationships with multiple women and with the Celtics franchise. So the Nets didn't want to go through that backlash, so they are instead hiring Jacui Vaughn, who I believe was already an assistant coach with them. So he will be the head coach going forward. For the next 2 years, not only the 2022-2023 season, but also the 2023-2024 season. So Coach Vaughn will be the head coach at least for the next, at least contract-wise, is planned to be the coach for the next 2 years. All right. Let's see here. So on forward, Cam Johnson had surgery today. They removed a part of his meniscus, set to come back in 1 to 2 months. All right, hopefully he'll be back around January, probably right before the All-Star break. All right, let's see any more NFL, more NBA news. The Brooklyn Nets. Let's see here. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver and Kyrie Irving met this morning, and the sides had a positive and understanding visit, paving the way for the Nets and their suspended star to work through these steps on a potential path to forward. So Kyrie Irving and Commissioner Adam Silver meeting, still trying to figure out when they can put Kyrie Irving back on the Brooklyn Nets. All right. I think that's it for the National Basketball Association, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. All right, let's go to baseball. Kind of a fast show tonight, man, compared to the last 2 nights. Let's see here. Left-hander James Paxton has exercised his $4 million player option to return to the Boston Red Sox. So James Paxton is back with the Red Sox. Orioles declined Jordan Lyles' $11 million option, so Jordan Lyles will be a free agent. Dusty Baker officially commits to the Astros for the 2023 season, so Dusty Baker at least back for 1 more year. AJ Pollock has declined his $13 million option with the White Sox, enters the outfield free agency market, and should find team with more consistent playing time. So AJ Pollock is out with the White Sox. Supposedly there's some teams that are viewing Trey Turner not only as a shortstop, but also as either an outfielder or a second baseman. Not sure why anybody with the Mets sees Trey as a realistic option at center field or second base makes little sense from here. So yeah, man. Apparently, some teams are asking Trey Turner if he would be willing to, play the outfield or second base with the new team. So I wonder what teams are. Well, the Mets, right? Because they have freaking Francisco Lindor, so that's what they're probably trying to do there. They're like, we can't put you at short. Would you be willing to play second base or go play the outfield? I think that's why the Mets are saying that. Jacob DeGrom is expected to make at least $40 million a year in his new contract, wherever that is. So we'll see, man. Let's see here. Okay, let's see here. The Angels do not expect to trade Shohei Ohtani, even though I think this is the final year of his contract. They do not expect to trade Shohei Ohtani, the Angels. Astros had to meet with Wilson Contreras. Jesus Christ. If freaking Wilson Contreras goes to the freaking Astros, are you killing me, man? Astros will meet with Wilson Contreras here. Their tentative trade at the deadline for him was nixed by Astros owner Jim Crane. Dusty Baker does love Martin Maldonado catching their great pitchers. Contreras' market will be strong either way, but that is crazy. If they get Wilson Contreras, Jesus Christ. Cubs are extending their $19 million qualifying offer to Wilson Contreras, which of course he did not accept. All right. Alrighty. Let's go into wrestling now. We are kind of wrapping it up tonight pretty fast. We're going faster tonight. Not a lot of news, I guess, on a freaking Wednesday. Let's see here. Wrestling news. So yeah, Nikki Cross, man, even though she threw the freaking 24/7 championship in the garbage can, or at least tried to and missed, the 24/7 championship is still being listed as a title in WWE.com. So we don't know what's going on, man. I don't know why. Because Triple H has been doing a lot of like behind the scenes stuff. Is it possible that she missed it on purpose? I just don't know why WWE, if they really wanted them to throw in the garbage can, they just wouldn't have her do another take, right? She missed it. Like, I don't know. I feel like we'll just do another take. Like, were you guys really that tired from Saudi Arabia? You guys didn't even want to do a second take of Nikki Cross throwing it in the garbage can? Were you guys really that tired? Jesus Christ, man. A lot of people were joking. Triple H was like exhausted. He told freaking Richard and freaking Road Dogg, you guys freaking figure out Raw tonight. I'm fucking tired. I don't give a fuck. So all the freaking weird shit that happened on Raw on Monday. Jesus Christ. But I don't know. Like I said, it's still listed as a freaking title on the WWE.com website. So who knows, man, if there's something more to it about her missing that garbage can on purpose, or were they just flat out too lazy to film a second take? Austin Theory. So supposedly we did get an answer today that I was looking for like the last 10 days. Seth Rollins is a babyface. He is being listed at WWE's internals as a freaking babyface. And he is said to be the top babyface of Monday Night Raw going forward. So he leapfrogs over Cody Rhodes, right? Wasn't he the number one babyface going forward? So now he leaps over him. Interesting to see how that goes when Cody Rhodes comes back. And the plan is for Austin Theory to start a storyline, a program with Seth Rollins over the United States Championship. And again, I do feel like Triple H, he does like Austin Theory, but he wants to book him his way, right? I completely understand people are pissed off because he cashed in on the United States Championship instead of the WWE Championship. Yeah, they could have maybe done something. The belief is that Triple H, you know, the reason he took the title, the briefcase is because that apparently that there's no plans for Roman Reigns to lose the title anytime soon. Me and Colby Albertson talk on our podcast that it would be until May for him to hit the 1,000 mark. So that is past WrestleMania. WrestleMania is in April. So if they want him to hit the 1,000 mark as world champion, it would have to be past WrestleMania. So maybe Triple H is like, there's no plans for him to lose a championship. But still, you should have. I understand. Okay, then get rid of the briefcase. But and apparently there's a lot of rumors that they're gonna drop the freaking Money in the Bank pay-per-view, and now they're just gonna have the matches. They're gonna have the women's Money in the Bank briefcase match at night 1 of WrestleMania, and the man's Money in the Bank briefcase on night 2 of WrestleMania. You could have still figured out a way to have Austin Theory drop it to Roman Reigns, right? On a SmackDown show or something. Or at the end of the freaking pay-per-view match with Roman Reigns and Logan Paul. You still could have figured out a way, right? Just, we don't give a shit, man. You're going to lose anyways. We might as well just do it here tonight on Raw with the United States Championship. I think that's what pissed people off. That, you know, that's what pissed Mike Khali off, Colby Albertson. It's not only that he freaking didn't cash in successfully, it's that he didn't even cash in on a freaking world title. He cashed in on freaking the mid-card title. That's what's pissing people off. And again, we talk about it, it was like laziness this week, it seems like. Not wanting to do, unless there's something more to it, not wanting to do a second take with Nikki Cross throwing the 24/7 championship on the garbage can. And instead of having Theory cash in on the world title, he cashed in on a mid-card. That's the stuff that this week really makes you scratch your ass about Monday Night Raw. The weird, almost laziness booking. But yeah, he's set to start a program with Seth Rollins for the United States Champion. I believe Triple H and has set the reset button with him, and now I think he said I'm done. He told him, look, you know what? I'm gonna book you my way. Now I'm in charge. So I think there's a lot of potential with Austin Theory. I really do, but I think Triple H wants to do things his way, and he always, as long as he carried that freaking briefcase, he said, nope, those are Vince McMahon's fingerprints. I don't want that on the kid. I want to build them up my way. Again, I completely understand it. Just like so many people are saying, you should at least had him do it with the world title. But yeah, at least we got an answer, and Seth Rollins is being listed as the top babyface on Monday Night Raw. So we'll see how that goes. That little feud between Austin Theory and freaking Seth Rollins. The WWE ratings, they're not doing so good lately. They got 1.5 million views. Not really good. They had like a 19% drop in the final hour. That final hour, I think it is so tough to keep people engaged for 3 hours, man. It is so tough. And you see Monday Night Raw, it has its up and downs. There was some good stuff. The beginning with the Usos and the New Day, that promo led to the 6-man tag team match with New Day, Riddle versus the Usos and Solo Sikoa. You finally really got answers from the Miz, Dexter Lumis. The Miz confessing that he was paying him to attack him. The original club finally found their answer for Rhea Ripley and bringing along Mia Yim. We got the first war match announced for the women's side. There was a lot of storyline advances, but it's so hard to keep people invested for 3 hours, man. It really is. The TV negotiations, I believe, are coming up this summer. Hopefully they can negotiate to get Monday Night Raw down to 2 hours, man. Hopefully. Jesus Christ, man. And also, Monday Night Football had its worst ratings of the season so far this past Monday. The Saints and the Ravens. So that's not a good sign either, that Monday Night Football also didn't do good. So people are not just watching, they don't give a shit about it. It's not, we're not watching because we'd rather watch Monday Night Football. We're not watching because we just don't give a shit about freaking Monday Night Raw, I guess. So yeah, man, 1.5 million rating, but 19% dropped the final hour. Let's see here. John Cena is they're saying a lot of reports are coming out that he is set to have a match at WrestleMania 39 in April from Los Angeles. This will mark the first year, I believe, since 2001 that John Cena will not have a single match the entire year. That is crazy. Since 2001, this is going to be the first year. That is crazy. But he is set to have a match, even though Vince McMahon is no longer in the company, and he viewed Vince McMahon as a father figure, not only as a friend, but as a father figure. He still has a lot of respect for Triple H, and so he'd be willing to for sure have a match at WrestleMania. War Games, they are set to do a lot of crazy stuff at War Games, at Survivor Series, because they don't have a lot of highlights. And the highlights they do have is from NXT, and it's from guys that are not even in the company anymore. So they expect a lot of crazy high spots that can be highlights for the future. When they want to promote War Games, they can put those highlights on. They said right now they're not sure. WWE loves to do freaking promotions with video packages. They're probably not going to be able to do that right now because a lot of it was from NXT guys that probably are gone from the company. They probably got released by Vince McMahon and went to AEW. So they're saying expect a lot of crazy high spots at this year's War Games matches because WWE needs video packages to promote the event going forward in the future. So that'll be crazy. I'm excited for that, man. I think this is going to be a really good pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen, because it's the final pay-per-view of the year. So I think they want to go out with a bang, and now you're hearing these reports that they want a lot of crazy high spots because they don't have freaking highlights, video packages to promote in the future. So I'm expecting a crazy-ass show, man. I really am. Let's see. I can't wait. I just got a lot more excited for Survivor Series, ladies and gentlemen. Cole Cabana and CM Punk, it's over. Like at this point, obviously Kenny Omega and the elites, the Young Bucks have been spotted the last few weeks backstage at Dynamite. You got the video packages. They're coming back pretty soon. They interviewed Cole Cabana, and they said, yeah, me and CM Punk, we just didn't talk. That 1 year he was in AEW, we never talked. He won't talk to me. The person that was interviewing him was like, you guys couldn't even sit down and try to, like, reset your relationship and stuff after all these years. Like, nope, he just flat out won't talk to me. So, yeah, supposedly that friendship is over, too, with Cole Cabana and CM Punk. Who knows if Cole Cabana is going to be featured on Dynamite or Rampage anytime soon. But, yeah, it looks like it's done, man. Maybe there's still some light chance that CM Punk comes back in the future. I don't know. But it looks for now CM Punk will not be shown on TV. And like I said, the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega are on their way back anytime soon now. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I think that is all. We are out of here like a light, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good night, everybody. I thank you for watching. Have a good night, everybody. Have a good night.